If I want to attract a lot of money, I got to see myself with a lot of money. I got to mentally accept I've already got it. I don't let my bank account dictate that. I choose that. So I'm choosing myself to see myself with the good I already desire. I'm on that frequency. Now the trick is to stay on that frequency. Most people look at the results and they let the results dictate the frequency they're on. That's why they keep getting the same results. They have the image in their mind. They're already reached the goal they want. They're already successful. And somebody else comes along and says, well, you haven't got those results. In my mind, I have. But they're not looking in my mind. They're looking at my present results. And then pretty soon I start listening to them. I think, God, they're right. I look at my results. I haven't got it. Do you see why we keep getting this poor results? You've got to see yourself with the good you desire. You've got to hold that image in your mind. You've got to know it's going to come, and that will attract everything that's necessary. The point is, you don't know how much future you've got.
R.I.P. Bob.
What's gone is gone. There's absolutely
Rest in
nothing
peace to
you
the
can do
legend.
about it. Some of you have had divorces. Some of you have probably had bankruptcies. Some of you have had terrible things happen in the past. But what's gone is gone. It's in the past. And to spend your time focusing on the past is to spend the only thing that you've got, and that's what's right here, right now, because the sand never stops running. This is all we've got.
That's time right there.
And to spend your time now thinking of what happened there is making absolute certain that the future is going to be the same as the past. Now, I don't suppose many of us spend a lot of time thinking about that, but a lot of us spend a lot of time making that error. That's an excellent symbol. All you got is now. I remember years and years ago, I suffered with headaches, terrible headaches. I got to the point where I was taking Bufferin for the headaches. Then I got to the point where I was taking Sinutab with codeine for headaches. There was 16 in the bottle, and I got to the point where I was taking 2 bottles a day.
Sheesh.
As a matter of fact, most times I didn't even remember my head not aching. But I was sort of numb all the time. Of course, with that much junk in you, I guess you couldn't be any other way. And I remember talking to this chap. I was in the Hotel Vancouver, and I was picking up 2 heavy briefcases or suitcases, and I was in a real rush to get to the airport. He said, what's the matter with you? He said, you look like you're going to pass out. And I said, I feel like I am. Well, he said, what's the matter? And I said, my head is aching so bad, I feel sick to my stomach. Now, some of you suffer with this, and I felt like banging my head against the wall. It was so much pain. He said, go and sit down in that chair. And I said, I don't have time. I got to catch a plane. He said, listen, you can always get another plane. You only get one head.
Sheesh.
He said to me, do you know what forgive means? And by the way he asked the question, I just thought I probably don't. And I said, well, I don't know. He says, forgive means let go of completely, abandon. Just let it go. Unequivocally. No strings attached. Now, he said, if you want to rid yourself of headaches, just forgive all thoughts that are on your mind. And you just listen to me. And he put me in a totally relaxed state. I felt better than I had felt for years. Because you're going to find that your head is aching because of the things that you're not letting go of. And it's causing tension, and it's causing an abnormal state of vibration of the cells in the brain, which causes the blood to rush to the head. And
I wonder why I don't get no headaches.
In a relaxed state, you'll soon become programmed to relax. I know that I would not be able to do what I do as often as I do it, and as long as I do it, if I wasn't relaxed. Leland Val Vanderwall said something when we were sitting having coffee, and I jotted it down. Every time this guy opens his mouth, he drops a pearl. I'm so wise.
Trying to be like
Let
that,
us
bro.
not look back in anger,
Take
nor
notes.
forward in fear, but around us in awareness. Was there ever depth in that?
Living
Let's
in
not look back in anger. Let's quit thinking in reverse. Nor forward in fear, but around us in awareness.
Bob's a real one.
the OG, one of the OGs.
That's so true, bro. Like what he said. And I'm not talking about it in the headache. I'm talking about it mainly in just like the shit that you're worried about. You know, like just the regular daily shit that you're worried about. And like what he said right now about forgiving yourself. I've never thought about it like that. That's like the same thing that I'd be doing when I say I grab my thoughts and then, you know, I pretend like it's in a piece of paper and I just toss it. You know what I mean? It's just all about how you think about it. But if you were having a physical dis-ease, that means your body's not at ease or your mind's not at ease, because a disease cannot live in a body that's at ease. Just live in the now and don't sacrifice yourself worrying about shit that probably not gonna matter a week, 2 weeks from now. And I feel like most people do that. I used to do that a lot, you know, or shit that might not even happen, bro. Like overthinking straight up, you know, just assuming like, oh, this shit's gonna happen like this, yada yada. But there's like really no way of knowing until you get through it. You know what I'm saying? There's really no way. There's only one way to find out, and you just gotta get through that shit.
Just let it go.
Just let it go. Forgive.
There's a lot of shit I know for a fact. Everybody, including myself, needs to let go of just something, anything, really. You know, it could be, I mean, something that happened in the past, your current situation, you know, like,
Your
I don't
current
know,
circumstances.
the current circumstance.
Instead of fighting the flow, you know, let it go and see where it takes you.
Let it go. I feel like easier said than done, obviously, but you know, once people are able to let go of things, you know, like Bob said, once that man told him to forgive, he instantly felt like the relief, you know, whether it's you need to, you know, forgive yourself for things that you've done. Kind of sounds weird to say, you know, but I mean, it makes sense, honestly.
Yeah.
Forgive yourself for something that you've done or for somebody
Or
or
something that wronged you. Yeah, someone else that wronged you, for sure.
Yeah, somebody else wronged you,
Sure.
and at that point, it's more toxic to yourself than it is to the person that you did it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like and that kind of goes back to Russ's song "Rent Free," and it doesn't have to be particular to a person, but to like circumstance, situation. Don't let it live rent free in your mind. Just let it go.
Yep.
Be at peace with yourself, because you know there's so much going on in this world, and like obviously it's about what you focus on. If you just let it go, don't worry about all that negative shit, worry about you, the positive things, you'll be all right.
And then honestly on the video too, he told you he told us how to let it go, and that's to bring your attention into now, your self-awareness into like where you're at right now and what you're trying to do. Because usually when you're stressing about something, you're pretty much just anxious about the future, or if it has something to do with the past and you're depressed over the past, then that's no way to live. And the only way you could let go of all that is if you put your focus, your attention into right now. You know, if you are worried about current circumstances, ask yourself, is there anything you can do about it? Then let it go.
Fall back.
Fall back. There's no point on dwelling on it if there's nothing you can do about it. But if the answer is yes, then go do that. What else are you waiting for? Your results is waiting on the other side of that excuse.
I love it, bro. Shout out to LPR8 Life Mastery.
You already know. Keep it 25 in, baby. All right, y'all. We will see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate y'all.
We'll see you soon. You'll see us soon too.